Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 323-405-1341. That's 323-405-1341. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Hey, yes. That's that old school hip hop shit. Niggas used to end their shit with because their shit was rough. Peace, y'all. What's good? What's good? What's good?
Peace, peace, peace.
We in the house. They say it's the NBA draft is going on right now.
It's going to be a hot summer. Hot summer, y'all.
What's good, my peoples? All my regulars, Patreon fam, A1 Drizzy, Karis Knopflin. I'm sure Miss Ravioli gonna be in the house in a minute. You know she never miss. What up, Sean? Peace, Ahmad. That's my nephew's name.
Word.
And it goes like,
Ooh.
peace, African warlord. Yes, finally, I get to be heard by the gods again and the earths again. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the United Mean Godcast. What you think, Lord? I am your host, Lord Jamar.
And it's your boy, Artie Stidax.
What's up, my brother Stacks?
Oh, man, just trying to stay cool in this summer heat, man. I think the official day of summer was what? A couple days ago?
Was it? I don't even know. Was it?
A couple days ago, like 2-3 days ago, I want to say, and it's scorching hot already. It's going to be a hot summer, Lord J.
All right. Well, good. We like the heat. I like it. I like the heat better than the cold.
We're a tropical
I can deal with the heat, you know. The cold,
not so much, huh?
I really don't like fucking with it like that. Yeah.
We got a lot to unpack, man.
Yeah. So before we get into some things or whatever, like I said, the draft, the NBA draft is going on right now at Barclays Center. I saw that just as we were about to start the show. And in case y'all want my input on who I think will be first pick, I want y'all to get a little closer because this is coming straight from me. You ready? I have no fucking idea. I don't fucking follow sports like that anymore. I don't know. Who's even up for the first pick? What team is even up for the first pick? Who do you think should be the first pick? You tell me who should get. Well, y'all know who gets first pick, but who do you think they should pick as first pick? Because I have no fucking idea. I don't know these players like that. I know,
I'm hearing Shaq's son. Shaq's son is in the draft.
Oh, I did see. Well, I didn't know he was in the draft, but I just did see an article about Shaq's son or something. Him and his father had a disagreement about something. Yeah, old light skinned Shaq, huh? Little light skinned Shaq with an afro. Okay, well, is he a first round pick type of dude? Like, is he that nice? Because I don't know. Again, I have no idea.
He's first round for the Lakers. First round for the Lakers.
First round for the Lakers. Okay. But who's the first round pick, period? Or who has first pick? Who has first pick? What team has first pick?
We're going to look that up right now.
All around pick.
We're going to look that up right now.
And then who will be first pick of the NBA draft, period? First round, first pick. Like, that's the
first round.
That's the coveted spot. First round, first pick. I know that much. God damn it.
First round and first pick. Yeah, we're looking that up right now.
All right.
I've been keeping with the NBA since Jordan retired and Iverson stopped playing.
Yeah, and again, like I haven't kept up with basketball and football and all of that in a while. But speaking of basketball, I did have the honor last night of being in the studio with BD, Baron Davis. Shout out to Baron Davis.
Shout out. He always in the studio, man.
Motherfucking classics. I know dudes like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because he's just more of a classic player, someone that I would know. And that's back in a time when I still kind of followed sports. So I definitely know who Baron Davis is. Shout out to him. Now, what I didn't know is that he raps.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, man, like, basketball players and I guess athletes in general have come off very far away from the days of my sports players who wanted to rap. You know what I mean? Like Shaq, rest in peace, Kobe. No disrespect to Kobe, but Shaq and Kobe, they weren't the greatest rappers and shit. You know what I mean?
Think of AI.
I was gonna say, now AI was the only one that AI was, you know what I mean? He could rap. AI was, I could fuck with him. But even people like Roy Jones and, you know what I mean? It was like a lot of these sports dudes that are just like, nah. But it does seem like this newer generation, they really grew up on rap and they were allowed to play it in the locker rooms and all this type of shit. So these dudes seem like they know how to rap a little better. And I can't front. Your boy BD had some shit. He had some shit. Apparently he's making beats and shit too. Like, his production is on. What's going on? It seems like you're having a side thing going on.
No, man. I'm just trying to figure out that first round.
Well, don't worry about it. The people here found, hey, Miss Ravioli, I see you. Okay.
Ms.
The people here will tell us. Now, why do I see names like Rasheed Wallace? Is this a Rasheed Wallace Jr.? Because they're saying Damian Lillard has bars. And I think I guess they're talking about all the rappers that can rap. Okay, I got it.
Someone said Magic is the first pick.
Magic?
Yeah, Orlando.
Oh, the Orlando Magic. Okay, got it. Well, yeah. And what's interesting about what he's doing, he's releasing it as an NFT. And
who, Byron?
Yeah, Baron. He's releasing his album as an NFT, and I guess he's going to release videos and stuff as an NFT. And the way he was describing it was kind of like he wants He wants it to where he, like other people, once they buy the NFT, they could perform. They could learn the songs and perform the shit if they want. Like he doesn't necessarily want to, although he was performing them last night, like a little, in studio fucking, personal shit or whatever. Shout out Chris Gotti. He was in the room. Shout out Grand Poobah came through. Fucking my man Chiz that invited me up there. Scram Jones was in the house. A few people was up there. Shit. Gorilla Nims came through. Yeah, it was some shit. It was dope. So yeah, I say all that to say that it was interesting. I was glad to be invited up there, and yeah, hip hop, man. It's come along.
Speaking of NFTs, man, earlier this week I wanted to I told myself I wanted your opinion on the metaverse. What do you know about the metaverse, Lord J?
On the metaverse, first of all, I don't like the way you're saying metaverse. So
metaverse.
Yeah.
What do you know about that?
I mean, to me, it's just the devil, trying to give us more artificial shit, trying to replace reality with artificiality. So it's like, you know what I mean? You've been drinking orange soda all your life, which is artificial orange flavor. It's nothing like the real orange. Like, but you like it. They made you like it with the sugar and da 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 da.
Hey man, I just had a fan of orange earlier, man.
Exactly. All these flavored things that are, not the real thing. Buildings, they want you to look at buildings and all, like, but those are just artificial mountains and shit like that. You know what I mean?
The price, though, the price of this real estate.
Well, I before you even get into the price of the real estate in the metaverse, the fact that people will even pay money for something that doesn't even really exist in the real world, in the tangible, touchable world, is all a mind fuck that people are just going for. You know what I mean? So now they want us to be wrapped up in this artificial world. See, like shit like The Sims and all that. I feel like even regular video games actually were like a training ground for all of this. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to say, oh, this is the ultimate video game. Like you can actually go in here and live a life and you can do shit that you couldn't do. And, like, so they want you to be intrigued with an artificial world as opposed to the real world. Like, and nothing can compare to the real world, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing can compare to it. Okay, yeah, they're going to have you fake flying around like you Superman and shit like that.
I feel like the vibes right now, they're trying to gear it towards if you don't exist in the metaverse, then you don't exist, right? You want to buy a mansion?
And that's the mind fuck. That's the mind fuck. Because listen, if I never fuck with the metaverse in any shape, form, or fashion, you telling me I don't exist? That's what you're telling me? You're gonna make me believe that I have no self-worth because I don't have some sort of representative inside an artificial universe? Really?
Some people feel like if they're not on social media and they don't show off what they have, they don't have it. Right? So it's like
how many video games that exist like that you're not a part of? Do you care? Do you care that you're not a part of those universes?
I don't even play
video games. There's a whole Call of Duty universe. Like, mad people play Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty. I play PUBG. And there's a whole PUBG world. And some people right now is like, what's PUBG? And they don't care to be in that universe. What the fuck does it matter? Why would you get mind fucked into believing that being somewhere in some artificial place and having artificial real estate and all of this You know, but they're going to pull you in. How they're pulling you in is, you can make money in here. You can make money. Let's make money, everybody. You know, come on in. Now's the time to make money. Everybody's not going to make money in the metaverse. A lot of people's going to spend money in the metaverse. Everybody's not going to make money in the fucking metaverse, just like everybody don't make money in the real fucking world. You dumb motherfuckers.
Metaverse is going to be the new internet.
It's just an expansion of the internet. It's just the next degree of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the new internet. It's just it's like landlines going from the landline phone to a fucking, a mobile phone.
What would happen if all the rappers, for an example, you had that studio session, that invite, and they said, no, we're going to have it on the metaverse, right?
Matter of fact, somebody just recently invited me to do an interview in the metaverse and talk about, I had to purchase some sort of like glasses. Nigga, I ain't buying no You want me to do this shit? You better send me the motherfucking glasses. I ain't buying no fucking glasses. And even if you sent me the glasses, I still might not do this motherfucking shit because I don't know if I want to be in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I definitely ain't gonna buy the shit. And you're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we want to do. And they're thinking it's all cool. I looked at a little example. The shit looks stupid to me. Like it's one camera angle. They don't zoom in or nothing. They don't you know what I mean? Like it just looks like a bunch of little Lego people sitting around a table, and your voice is attached to this little Lego character.
If enough people get it.
You want me to purchase some special glasses to do this clown ass shit? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Now you got to keep in mind, if enough people buy into this and enough people participate, you will be left behind. If you don't get down with this program,
left behind where? Where?
Like for an example,
here in the real world, I'll be left behind in the real world, is what you're telling me.
With technology, you'll be left behind. For instance, think about all the Amish people that are against technology. They're not on social media. They're not on the internet. So in a way, they're some way living an organic life, but they're still detached from overall society.
Right, but who says that that's a bad thing? I wonder if we do some research into Amish society just since you bring that up. And I could almost guarantee you that they're going to have a less heart disease, shit like that, less stress related diseases and things like that. You understand? Because they're not involved in the rat race the way they're not bought into the fucking bullshit that makes people stress and worry and all of that type of shit. Plus their diet is probably more pure than our diet. They're not going to the supermarket and eating chips and all this processed food. And so I bet you cancer and all of that shit is much lower than average society. And I would gamble to say any kind of community that lives like this, not just the Amish, but any kind of community that detaches itself from society, is going to have a higher rate of health and a lower rate of mainstream diseases like heart disease and cancer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm looking at it, Lord Jamar, more from this perspective. Imagine if you were against social media. And you said, man, fuck IG, fuck Twitter. I'm not going to do all of that. Right now, you're not in the loop in terms of social media. So that's what I mean by left behind.
Right. But and my answer to that is, so what? If I was not, what would I be missing? The latest meme. I'm going to show you in a minute. Now that we're talking about social media, we're going to get into this whole, TikTok and all that.
I'll give you an example. Okay, the studio session last night. What if it was only on the metaverse because everybody's buying into it and participating?
Oh, he actually did stream it. It was being streamed, and a lot of people had their phone out and was put it on IG Live. And for instance, there you go. So he's streaming it. They're doing all of that type of shit. What do you think was better? Watching it on your phone or actually being there?
Being there, of course. Absolutely. There's no experience like the real.
So what the fuck are we talking about here? Like you really think even if he talked directly to you through the phone, Aaron Davis or any one of these dudes talk to you, oh, shout out such and such. I talk to people directly on here every day. Hey, Miss Ravioli, I see Saracen. What up, bro? You understand? I'm talking to them right now. But it's a whole different feeling if we were to meet in person now. And he's like, yo, I'm Icy Saracen. I'm the one that, you know what I mean? Yo, this is me, Miss Ravioli. Like the feeling that they're going to get talking to me in person is going to be way more electric than me talking to them here in the metaverse or whatever the fuck this is that we're on now. Like nothing beats reality. Nothing, and that's my point. Nothing beats reality. And even if I get left, hang on, just to finish the thought. Even if I get left somehow by technology, I'm still going to be good because I'm here in reality. And as long as I appreciate that and don't buy into the mind fuck of, oh, I'm missing out on something because I'm not in this cyber world, then I'm good. Then
like
I'm good. It's only if I allow that to believe, you see, in scarcity, to believe that I'm missing out on something. That's when I'm fucked.
You can buy that mansion right next door to Madonna, Lord Jamar.
Yes, Corey Johnson said gratitude. You know what I mean? Having gratitude for what's real, and not exalting the fake. You know what I mean? That's what it means to, worship the golden calf and all of that, like in the Bible and all of that type of shit, when they're worshiping idols, false idols. These are just material things they're worshiping, not God's works. They want you to be infatuated. Oh shit, the metaverse. Look how real this looks. It don't look more real than reality. It just looked more real than that last computer game that you played. That's where it looks more real. No, Lord Jamar, I'm telling you, this shit looked real.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? You remember when you wanted to get a feature on an album, the artist would have to physically come in the studio and record it with you?
Right.
Now,
and in those days, yeah, people just started sending their vocals and stuff over the internet.
This is taking it to that same type of vibe, but taking it to the next level. That's how I feel.
Hang on, Becca Lynn. Let me address this. Becca Lynn said, no super chats, Lord. Yes, let's talk about the super chat real quick. That's right. There is no super chat right now. Let me explain why. So we were dealing with something that's called an MCN, a multi-channel network, and they're supposed to help you get ads and all of this type of shit on YouTube and all of that type of shit. The MCN I was working with didn't really feel like they was doing shit, yet they get a cut of every fucking thing. You know what I mean? So I basically told the motherfuckers, I don't want to fuck with y'all no more. Like, you know what I mean? But doing that, now I have to re-register the page and all of this type of shit in order for monetization because it was going through them and all of this fucking stupid shit. So that process has been applied for, but it takes YouTube supposedly like a month. They have like a month to get back to you. So I'm just waiting on these motherfuckers to get back.
YouTube still owe us our plaques, man. They need to send us our plaques.
Yeah, we never go, again, you see, and if I really cared about shit like that, that shit would have bothered me. I actually forgot all about it. Like when we first broke the 100,000, I was like, oh, we about to get a plaque. Where's my plaque? And then it was like, man, fuck this plaque. Maybe these motherfuckers don't, you know what I mean? I don't know.
That plaque, baby. I want that plaque.
It would be nice, but at the end of the day, it's just like what I'm talking about here. Like, You know, I got physical. Well, yeah, that is something physical. I'm just saying, like, whatever, man. You know what I mean? I'm not all wrapped up into, I'm not gonna let a mind fuck me into feeling like certain shit is more special than reality. That's all I'm saying. So technically, you know, we're doing this for free right now. But you can definitely go into the description and we have the PayPal link, we have the Cash App link. And so that is the, you know, if you'd like to drop us something instead of a super chat, which YouTube takes a cut of, if you want to just hit us off, yeah, super chat's a rip off anyway. So if you just want to hit us directly, click the link in the description right now, and you can hit us up on the Cash App, PayPal, and yes, I appreciate it. It's definitely appreciated.
Speaking of metaverse, social media, all that stuff,
And this fucking internet. Yes.
You had yeah, metaverse, social media. You had a recent interview, yes? Tell us about that.
Oh, real quick before we move on. Yes. So recently I did an interview on the Juan Epstein is Life podcast with my man Cypher Sounds and Peter Rosenberg.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I think it went pretty well. I guess I found out a couple of things about Rosenberg that I didn't know. You know, like he's a DJ. You know, he DJs.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily know that.
I'm thinking of, my bad, I'm thinking of Cypher Sounds. We know he's a DJ.
Oh yeah, of course we know that. But that's about it. I mean, it was good enough to where they said they'd bring me back and they want to have a episode strictly about music. But I happen to see some posts that Rosenberg had put up after the interview, and he was like, yeah, you had a great conversation with Lord Jamar. I appreciate his candor, you know. Although I didn't agree with a lot of things he said. Yeah, and I'm like, didn't agree with, like, what didn't you agree with? I basically was talking about white privilege and how he was, you know, the recipient of it.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa. So you said this to his face on the show?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, I showed him how.
I want the details in the meat. Facial
even
expression.
down to the name, like down to your name, Peter Rosenberg. Could I go into a white genre with a black name and like into a Jewish genre and be Jamar Allah and think that I'm going to be successful? I said, why didn't you adopt a hip hop name? And they was like, you know, Cypress was like, ooh, you know, I never thought about that. Like, and he was like, yo, when I was in such and such, you know, my name was PMD or something like that.
Okay.
I was like, okay, there you go. And it was, what's his name? The other one, Ebro. It was Ebro that told him to go with the Peter Rosenberg. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you see, because he knew that would be some controversial shit, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, I'm not, because he's like, you know, they're thinking, why do I hate him and all of this stuff? I said, I don't hate you, bro. I don't even know you like that. But it's what you stand for that I fucking hate. You know what I mean? Like, it's how they use you in the system that I fucking hate. So there was just a few things that, and so after that, when he said that, I just kind of thought about the conversation.
Hold on, Lord Jamar. Hold on, Lord Jamar. You got to give the people the meat. What was his?
I mean,
response?
they need to go listen to the shit, huh?
Yeah, of course, but still, like, this is a cliffhanger, Lord Jamar.
Okay, so he admitted that yes, he probably did and does benefit from white privilege. But then he threw this out there, and this is kind of what I want to talk about too and come back. He said, but I also outworked everybody that I was around. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he tried to act like he outworked everybody as if he earned his spot.
Maybe he did, Lord Jamar. Maybe he did.
Hang on. See, that's that fucking white myth that they try to put out there for white people when there ain't no fucking way you outworked black people. Like, you're talking about this, I picked myself up from my bootstraps, but black people start with no boots. You understand? We can't pull ourselves up from our own bootstraps when we don't even have boots. So the fact that you might have pulled yourself up from your bootstraps still doesn't mean that you outworked black people when we're coming from such a deficit as far as economics, position, all of that, priority in the system, all of that shit. I showed them how Hot 97 catered more to Hispanic DJs, and they only had really 2 black DJs that they would be like, yo, we're going to really stand behind y'all, which was Flex and Mr. C. Like, they wasn't going to have a bunch of black people at one time. But they had a whole bunch of, and no, not hating on the Spanish DJs. I'm just showing you how the system works, how the system's looking at. And that was almost a shock to Cypher when I said that about the Spanish DJs. But it's true. You know what I mean? So my thing is, some of the things that I thought about after, like, because it didn't necessarily come to me during the conversation. You know, hindsight is 20/20.
Right.
So what I really remember about Rosenberg is when they put him on the overnight at Hot 97, like he had an overnight fucking underground type radio show. Yo, it seemed like there's been plenty of people that have shows like that for years and never got into that morning show spot. He was doing that show, yo, to my knowledge, like 3 or 4 months, maybe, like before they put him into a morning show position.
Okay.
Again, cutting the line. And I don't think it was anything because his show was so popular. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you had some people tuning in for K Slade and all that type of shit. How come K Slade didn't get a chance to be in the morning?
Rest in power, DJ K Slade.
Rest in power, DJ K Slade. Because he really had the streets. He really had the streets buzzing and all of that type of shit. How come he didn't get a chance for a morning show? Like, this guy's overnight show was not something that everybody was like, yo, it's 11 o'clock on whatever night, yo, Rosenberg, yo, turn that shit on. Like, he wasn't like underground sensei. I'm serious.
Right.
Although if you listen to it, he was playing the type of music that some like good underground shit. And yeah, you might keep the channel on, but it's not like he was a sensation that would all of a sudden, like, you know what? Let's put him in the morning. Like, he's doing so great at night. We should put him in the morning show. It's almost like they knew they was going to do that. And they just put him there for a little while, just to let him get his beak wet. And then boom, we're going to put you in the fucking, you know what I mean? First chance we get, we're going to put you in the morning slot. So you could really we can really groom you to be whatever the fuck it is we want you to be in this game. And again, it's the example that I gave with, like, not to fucking harp on Eminem, but just as an example, like, how many rappers do you know get a feature film after their first album? Like, critically acclaimed. Shit, we had a critically acclaimed album. Ain't nobody asked us to do no movie right after. You understand? Nas had a critically acclaimed album. Ain't nobody asked him to do one right after. Now, 50 Cent ended up doing something like that, but that's because he's in the fucking same camp as Eminem. And he's probably like, nigga, you did one. I want to do one too. You know what I mean? Right. I want to do what the fuck you was doing. But there's just a lot of opportunities that seem like even a Jack Harlow right now, he's being pushed with all these opportunities that it seems like he's definitely cutting the line. And not saying that he can rap good. I like some of his songs and all of that type of shit. But again, they're going to let these motherfuckers cut the line because they're white. And let's not act like that's not the case. And this whole myth about white people outworking people and all this type of shit is some bullshit. And I'm not going to fucking actually take that as an answer.
Okay.
So I'd love to discuss this with you again, Mr. Rosenberg, but this whole I outworked people shit is some bullshit. You did not outwork anybody. This, the same way white people didn't outwork motherfuckers in order to get the homes and shit they got and all that. They used white privilege. They went to the fucking war, came home, got all the benefits from the GI Bill. We weren't allowed to get that as original people, as black people. Okay? So
tell the people again once again where they can
check it out for yourself. iTunes, whatever you listen to your podcasts at. It's definitely an audio only type of joint. So you can Spotify, whatever the case may be. Juan Ep is Life. I think it's the title of the show is called All the Makings of a Shit Show. Featuring yours truly, Lord Jamar. So yeah, there's that. Let's continue on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looks like there was a big win for New York, huh? U.S.
Well, hey, I was still staying on some internet shit, but yeah, I guess we could talk about that right now. Okay. Yes.
No. Go ahead. Finish your thought about the internet. Something about being left behind. Is that what you wanted to expound on?
No, I was gonna start talking about fucking TikTok and Isaac Hayes.
Yes. You ruined my day, Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
You ruined my day.
The Asian in you. Well, first of all, be happy that you're not Chinese, right?
Right. I'm not Chinese.
Your father is black and your mother is
Korean. She's from Korea.
Korean. Okay. Yes. So let's get specific with it. You're not Chinese because right now you're not going to want to be Chinese. You're not going to want to have anything to do with the Chinese after I show you what I'm about to show you.
This pissed me off. You ruined my day, man.
So Isaac Hayes Jr.,
meanwhile,
hang on. He is the CEO of Fanbase, which is a social media app like IG, like TikTok, like all these other joints, but it's black owned. It's definitely something that we need to get with and support. I have a profile on there and I need to start posting on there more. But yes, this is
so messed up, man. So messed up.
This is something y'all need to check out. Do the knowledge too. Because a lot of fuckery is going on, and these apps will have different versions of themselves and show you one thing here in America and another thing is going on across the world. So let's do the knowledge right now to a couple of clips I'm about to show you on how Chinese basically are treating Africans in Africa. Here we go.
Meanwhile, while TikTok suppresses black creators on the US version of their app, this is how they exploit young black African kids for profit on the Chinese version of TikTok. Y'all gonna learn today.
In this one, for example, the producer gets the kids to promise they'll always stay in Africa. In this one, a patriotic song about the glory of China, they're made to sing yellow skin and dark eyes are the most beautiful. In quite a few of them, we see girls dancing in obviously sexualized ways. Teenagers, and sometimes even younger kids. It's important to say not everyone in China thinks this is okay.
Not to mention that how in China they remove black people from like blockbuster movie posters because they do not want to see black people at all. But this app in America that black people begging to be on. Y'all gonna learn today.
Boy, did we learn today.
Meanwhile,
Hang on.
TikTok.
There's more. Hang on, there's more. These motherfuckers, yo. These motherfuckers. There's more.
And I'm not sure if people are aware of this, that the Chinese are buying up the land in Africa. For real. They're buying up everything.
Yes, you heard that correctly. The kids are saying, in Chinese, I'm a black monster. My IQ is low. This video was released in February 2020 on a Chinese social media account called, get this, Jokes About Black People Club. Within days, it had more than 4,000 likes and a ton of comments. Some people were laughing. Others were outraged. The word they're using is Haigui, which could be translated as black monster or black devil, but really, it's the Chinese equivalent of the N-word. The controversy even got picked up by Western media and sparked a worldwide debate about anti-black racism in China.
And today, what I found on the internet was
Yes, you heard that correctly. The kids are saying, in Chinese, I'm a black monster. My IQ
Okay, I
is
think
low.
that's a loop of the joint right
This
there.
video was released in February 2020 on a Chinese social media.
Yeah, man.
What is going on, man?
I mean, first of all, like you said earlier, you know, before we got online, like he was like, why would people even do that? Like, why would people allow themselves to be used in that kind of way?
That's I
My
really
brother
want to
said
know.
he saw a documentary or something where they actually went to that
That village.
at our reality. They went to that village and found like the kids, and first of all, the Chinese man was there when they got there filming some shit. They went to some of the parents like, why do you do this? They said, when I go and I take my child, they said the Chinese man only comes later and takes them back or some shit like that.
What
Like,
does that even mean?
make no fucking sense. I don't know, man. Like, it seems like to me, like money is money is what gets motherfuckers to do insane shit. You know what I mean? Money and desperation, like you combine desperate measures and offers people a little bit of money. I don't think there's not too many levels of depravity or self, you know,
Are they even getting money though? We hear stories
self-disrespect that people are willing to do. Yeah, man. Thank you, Richard. Richard just sent us a $10 cash app. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you. Matter of fact, let me put the banner on here just in case y'all forgot.
We hear of exploitation with going up and giving them candy bar, chocolate bars in exchange for diamonds, right? When the white man goes in there and rapes the resources, they go to the little African kids and they give them a chocolate candy bar for the diamond. So are they even getting any money for this TikTok stuff? The parents?
Who
They
knows?
might not
Who knows?
you know?
Yeah, maybe they could be getting trinkets. You know what I mean? Manhattan, they say, was sold for some mirrors and marbles and little shit like that to the Native American, well, to the Indians, whoever those were. So yeah, who knows what they're getting for this type of exploitation? Probably not much.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, as horrible as this is, I feel like I've seen just as bad shit right over here in America. Like I've seen, racist redneck videos with black people in the video where they like going along with the racist shit. There was one just recently, I think there was a girl or some shit like that, and her boyfriend was on some racist shit. I forget what the fuck happened, man, but basically she was just with it, like just degrading herself. I think he was calling her all kind of niggers, and you know what I mean? Or called her a monkey. I don't know what the fuck. Some old crazy shit like that. So let's not act like it's just over there. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers doing shit right here on Twitter, right here on IG. Like there's a whole lot of monkey shit going on. But Isaac Hayes definitely has a point, and we have to stop knocking ourselves out. This goes back to the beginning of wanting to be in these metaverses and these different spaces, and them fooling you to feel like you have to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't post shit on TikTok, but I ended up getting it because one of my friends, we was somewhere and this motherfucker just keeps scrolling through shit and just,
it was,
you know what I mean?
I remember
coming up, little do-it-yourself shit coming up. It just seemed like, okay, maybe this was, I don't know.
I remember when that app, I don't know if you remember, but before the pandemic lockdown, that's when TikTok got popular. But before it was TikTok, I downloaded it and it was called Musical.ly. Musical.ly was the name of the app. And it wasn't what it was today. It was just for you to add music to the background of your videos. Until it got acquired by the Chinese during the lockdown and everybody was in quarantine lockdown, making these TikTok videos, and it soared to the #1 social media app. But it used to not be what it was, and it had a whole different name. Like I said, it was called Musical.ly. But to see what it is today and the exploitation is crazy. Like I said, you ruined my whole day when you shared that with me. And it's crazy.
Well, yeah, so it's just like on a social media level and all that. Like, why do we knock ourselves out to be on these platforms that don't give a fuck about us?
I think I think that some people do it. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. I think some people do it. They don't want to be left behind. Think about it. If you was on wasn't the first social media a black social media? It was called blackplanet.com. You remember Black Planet? Okay, that was the very first, if I'm not mistaken, blackplanet.com.
Yeah.
And then MySpace Tom, right? And then MySpace, and then what?
Facebook after that, maybe.
Facebook, Twitter, and then what was the video? Vine, and then now Instagram, and then now Twitter. See, it goes back to what I'm saying. I feel like nobody wants to be left behind. Imagine you said, man, fuck all this, man. I'm just going to stick with MySpace. This is what I mean. You would be left behind. And I feel like that's why everybody's getting on the new wave, because no one wants to be left behind.
This is what I think I was talking about. I said, dude had "I hate niggers" written on his chest and said his black girlfriend wrote it on him. Had photo evidence too.
Oh my goodness, man.
Now that's just as fucking coony as.
Yeah, that's bad, but this sounds like some kink fetish type stuff.
Well,
I think they got a whole category.
TikTok seems like they're exploiting children. That's what's disturbing about it too.
Right,
they're exploiting children for this fuckery. Like, you know what I mean? Then you see they had the two girls kissing and all that type of shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
yeah, that's bad.
Niggas sick, man. Fuckers is sick, man. What world do we live in, man? Yes, TikTok is owned by the Chinese. Well,
yeah, I feel like once we get out of this pattern of being fearful of being left behind, then maybe some of this will stop.
We don't want to be left behind. All we want to do is just blow your mind just one more time.
I never started a Facebook because of that. I had MySpace, right?
New York City right about now.
And then when they said Twitter, I said, okay, I'm gonna do Twitter. And then it was Facebook. I said, no more. I'm not doing this. So I missed out on the whole Facebook wave. You know how many apps you'd have to manage, man? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Vine, MySpace. There's not enough time in the day, man. Not enough
exactly. Time. That's what I'm saying. And then they act like, well, you can post it all of them from one app. Like, you know what I mean? They try to create that type of shit. Because I'm definitely the type like, yo, I'm not going to be spending all day making all of these stories and, you know what I mean? Like,
too much.
I ain't gonna lie, like I see certain influencers out here, right? And they, you know, they get into the bag. And it's like, but it seems like the way they get to the bag, it's like you gotta spend all your time making videos, fucking like just always trying to come up with some shit to say, whether it's inspirational or just like, or if it's funny. And it's like, yo, like, I don't love the bag that much. Like, I want the bag, don't get me wrong, but I don't love the bag so much where I feel like my every waking moment should be thinking about ways. What's my next IG thing that I could be doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like
you gotta just consistently crank out content.
Find the energy for every day to pick up the phone and like and get on it and just say some shit every day. Like unless I have something to say. You know what I mean? Like not just making up some shit to say. You know what I mean? Like we're trying hard to like.
Can we take down y'all boy J3's can we take that down? This is the y'all boy J3. You had "I hate" on the bottom of the screen.
I don't know why I fucking had this on there for so long.
But yeah, Lord Jamar, you don't have enough time in the day to manage all these different social media accounts. Now Metaverse, come on, man. Now you got to acquire real estate if you want to matter. You got to live next door to LeBron and Madonna. You know what's going to be next, right?
What?
You want to get invited to this banging party, Lord Jamar? It's not going to be in real life. It's going to be on the metaverse. Come on. Now everybody was there except you, Lord Jamar.
Kanye West is going to be there.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers going to be there.
Now we're going to have a networking event where you can make money, but hey, you've got to come to the metaverse, Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar just going to be left behind? Come on, man.
Me and Warren G was just playing PUBG yesterday.
What happened?
Me and Warren G.
You and
Mr. Warren G, you don't see what I see. Fucking, you know what I mean? Alumni to the show.
Right?
Yes.
What were you guys playing?
We play PUBG together. We play PUBG. Not all the time together, but we was playing yesterday and shit. And you could call that like the metaverse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was murdering people in the metaverse.
What the?
And like, okay, and
I think they're coming out with another one also called the multiverse. Be on the lookout for that.
Just like they're coming with another fucking vaccine. Be on the lookout for that. They got monkeypox. They talking about trying to get you scared about monkeypox and all of this.
We might as well talk about your boy Fauci then, man.
Let's talk about him. What happened?
Hear about Dr. Fauci?
Yes, I did.
What's going on, man?
Some of my bitch, the double vaccinated, triple boosted, fucking progenitor of the scandemic supposedly caught C-19. Let's clap it up.
Did you see his latest exchange with the senator? That's a doctor. I can't think of his name. Paul Rand.
No. But
about
Paul Rand be getting in people's asses.
About he redacted the royalty payments that himself and a bunch of the other agent provocateurs were getting off of the C-19 vaccine, the royalty payments. Getting that money.
So Fauci was getting royalty payments.
Yeah. And they had a heated exchange once again recently with, he's been going back and forth with Senator Rand, and he brought up the royalty payments.
I hope y'all see how y'all been hornswoggled. I hope you fucking see how you've been hornswoggled.
That money.
Well, I mean, you helped to fucking release it on the world, so I guess it's only karmically just that you receive what you give, so good for you. But he's still here. I'm sure he has all the, if there's an antidote, they already got it, you know what I mean, like, and it's not the vaccine. So he'll be all right. Let's move on to some.
Hold on. The internet is still undefeated, man. We can't get off the internet yet, man. What's going on with your boy, man? Tyga and YG. Tyga looking like a light-skinned bad bitch out here in these streets.
Yeah, man.
Once again, man, you sending me craziness. That messed up my day too, Lord Jamar. Come on, man. Tyga out here looking like a light-skinned bad bitch.
Wait, it wasn't just Tyga, it was Tyga and YG.
A light-skinned and brown-skinned bad bitch.
First of all, we don't call no niggas bad bitches. No nigga look like a bad bitch. That's not
Play the video. Yeah, screen share that.
I'm trying to get the shit up, man.
Man, Lord Jamar, man. I'm waking up in the morning, man. I'm getting road rage. I want to punch the guy in the line at the grocery store. Can't be doing this to me, Lord Jamar, man. You're just ruining my day, man. This is not, what are these clowns doing? This is not hip-hop, man. This is not hip-hop.
And I think apparently they were shooting a video, maybe. And I guess in one part of the video, they riding around looking like drag queens.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, the shit's being unresponsive right now. You
I
know
don't even
what?
have to.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
even.
gonna stress the shit. I'm not gonna stress it unless you
I'm
can
not
find
even
it
gonna
and
say
share
it,
it.
man. I'm not even gonna say it.
Y'all go ahead and go see this bullshit for yourselves, man. He said, Artie, you still haven't learned to screen share? That's what I'm saying. You find it. Didn't I send it to you? Where's it at? You find it.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Stu, screen share this video.
Nigga, you screen share it. Why you go?
Shit, man.
Why you
Shit.
don't know how to do it? I got mad screens open on some other shit right
Hold
now.
on. You sent it via email link. Hold on.
Yeah, pull that email link up and share it.
Still here. Type your number in and send it. Type your number in there and send that. That was a
It's
link Lord
already
Jamar
in
sent me.
anger management classes.
Okay, so while Stu is gonna screen share that, let's talk about the big win for New York. Supreme Court ruled 6-3 in favor of New York gun owners. The Supreme Court ruled that regulations that made it difficult. Yep.
Regulations, go ahead.
Yeah. So the Supreme Court ruled that regulations that made it difficult to obtain a license to carry and conceal handguns was unconstitutionally restrictive. Lord Jamar.
That's right. It fucking was. Shout out to, I mean, sometimes, you know, there's little wins in the world and we should celebrate them. This is a win. This is a win as far as Second Amendment rights go for law-abiding citizens who should be able to protect themselves. As I said previously, if we had concealed carry in New York State, things like the Buffalo mass shooting would have never happened. A lot of these mass shootings would have never happened. They go to places where they know that they will not be assaulted. So that's why they're able to do these things. You go to a fucking supermarket where people are able to conceal carry, and now you don't know who's gonna pop off on you when you try to do your little crazy shit. You'll see that motherfuckers ain't gonna be doing shit like that. People like Digga will say, well, I don't trust young people. Well, we gotta fucking teach them, man. You know what I mean? We gotta fucking teach them. This is not just for anybody. First of all, let's make no mistake about it. This whole thing that Supreme Court has just ruled on New York State doesn't mean that now everybody in New York is just going to be able to have a concealed weapon. You still have to meet a criteria. You still have to go through the proper permitting and all of that type of shit in order to get it. The only thing now is if you meet the criteria, you cannot be unreasonably denied like you were before. So it's not like a bunch of people are just going to, everybody now is just going to have concealed weapons in New York State. That's not what's going to happen. That is not what was just ruled upon. So like in other states, in Texas, where they have constitutional carry, now there's a state where you don't need anything. You can just carry it. Why? Because it's your constitutional right to be able to protect yourself. Even if we did have that in New York, everybody wouldn't be just having shootouts every fucking day. That's not how it works. Those are misnomers. Those are people just making up shit. Oh, well, if it was like, how do you know that? Like, if everybody had guns, this would happen. How do you know that? Or are you just assuming that? Because other examples of places that have concealed carry and open carry say otherwise, show you different. That actually places that don't have these are where the higher crime is at. Where you can conceal carry and all that, places like Chicago and fucking LA and New York, these are the places where crime is highest. So what the fuck are we talking about?
St. Louis.
Listen, I don't want to fucking hear it. You know what I mean? I am a advocate and proponent for Second Amendment rights, especially for original people. This is not a white person's fight. Okay. And first of all, most murders happen with handguns. So why the fuck are we trying to attack ARs and shit like that? People say, I don't know why you need an AR. You need an AR just in case your tyrannical government tries to fucking pull a fast one on you. And people think, oh, the government one there. Yeah, all right. Stop it. We need to be able to protect ourselves from enemies at home and abroad. The AR is not an assault rifle. AR does not stand for assault rifle. It stands for Armalite rifle. It is not a machine gun, and it is something that is good for self-defense. That's why you should have one. People are not running around in the streets just killing people with ARs. So stop trying to go after ARs. Again, most killings happen with handguns. So what they'll do is get you to get rid of the ARs first, then they'll go after the handguns.
Okay.
It's the shotguns.
So that's the gateway. That's like the gateway.
Of course it is. Then it's all guns. Then it's knives. Then it's hammers. You know, it'll never stop.
Interesting.
Rape
man.
is a terrible thing, but we're not asking men to cut their dicks off, are we?
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
We're saying don't rape women.
Right. I see where you're going with that.
It's not the, you know what I mean?
Right,
it's
right,
the mentality of rape. It's the
Mhm.
mentality of murder. It's
Mhm.
not the guns themselves and all of this other shit. It's like it's not the dick. It's the person with the dick. It's the person with the gun.
It's the mind. It's all in the mind
And
first.
yes, and although it is a right, it's just a human right for to be able to defend yourself. Should any old person be able to have a firearm? In my opinion, no. I think you should be qualified and know all about gun safety and how a gun works and all, you know, and train and have some sort of certificate or something like that, you know, before you're issued one. But that's just me. But I don't think it should be unreasonably withheld. And that's part of what this whole New York law that's the Supreme Court just ruled on is about. So now you're going to see them trying to go around this. See, I knew that this law was going to pass. You know why? Because months ago, I'm out here in Staten Island and I go to the mall, and all of a sudden they had these signs that they never had up before, and it said firearms are prohibited. Now it had them at each entrance, and it had them throughout like different places inside the mall. And it just made me think, like, who are these signs for? Like, if you're someone who carries a firearm illegally and you walk around with that firearm, you don't give a fuck about no sign. You already know you're not supposed to have the shit. So you go wherever the fuck you want with it. Those signs were for when this bill passed and people are now able to conceal carry. Those are for legal, law-abiding people.
Right.
Those are who those signs are for. And first of all, people, those signs are not law. They're just signs trying to get you to second guess yourself. So fuck those signs. If you're law-abiding and you have your shit lawfully, motherfucker, go on in there. But yeah. So just by them having those signs out, I already knew that it was definitely coming. Or else they wouldn't have had those signs.
That's a good observation.
Man, my man put me on. Shout out to my man Ashanti. I'm gonna bring him on too from Fitness, Fuel, and Fire.
Word. That's a good observation.
Yeah.
You had the insight to see.
Let me know that that's the Supreme Court. It was in front of the Supreme Court, and it looked like it was going to be overturned. And when he told me that, I had seen the signs shortly after that. I said, you know what? I bet you he's right, because that's why these signs are up. You know what I mean?
It's
And
like
sure
the
enough,
foreshadowing. The foreshadowing.
Sure enough. Right. So listen, people, yeah, I would suggest that you look into it now. You live in New York State and you want to learn how to conceal carry. I'm gonna have somebody come on the show that can help you with the process, and maybe I'll want to get with him and he can show you what needs to be done in order to facilitate the process.
Awesome,
But
man.
I'm happy about that.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome, man. I know people, Lord Jamar, are familiar with the little
It won't let
rant.
you share. Why not? It should. You're like,
What's that?
you
What?
texted me and said it won't let you share the screen.
Oh shit.
That's weird. Okay. Or maybe,
Well, hold on.
Stu texted that.
I don't know. Just Stu, did you text him?
Yeah, I think he private chatted me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see it till just now.
All right, let's get into it. The Hey Young World, rapper Little TJ.
What's this about rapper Little TJ? Because I heard something about Little TJ, but I don't know fully what's going on with TJ.
Man, what is going on? So rapper Little TJ was shot multiple times, and his friend was shot once in Edgewater, New Jersey, man. 3 men were arrested in connection.
But he's alive.
Yeah, man. Collapsed lung, though, man. Kind of like the Tupac thing, man. Collapsed lung. He's unconscious right now.
Collapsed lung? I don't
Who's
remember that. Did Tupac have a collapsed lung? I don't think he did.
Yeah, the Vegas shooting.
Oh.
He died from the collapsed lung in the Vegas shooting.
Oh, okay.
So this is kind of serious, man. I think he's unconscious right now, Little TJ.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Now, where do we know Little TJ from? Just.
Oh, man, he's a New York native, right? Your neck of the woods. He's from the Bronx, from the Boogie Down.
What song does he have that I would know? Do you know?
Gee, man, Google is my friend. Let me find out. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is he like a drill artist? Like what?
I've seen a little his social media post. I think he tries to act like he's about that life, man. Let me see. Hold on, man. Gee, man, you gonna ask me to name you a Little TJ song, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's one of them New York young gunners, man. I don't know about no Little TJ. Let me see.
Man, they like, can we talk about Biden falling off his bike? Fuck Little TJ. Nah, shout out to Little TJ. I hope you get better and all that.
Oh, shit.
But
no, but this is like no laughing matter for real, man. I'm now
but the Biden shit is.
He's unconscious, man. So I don't know, man. So
I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's not good, man.
And so he was with 2 other of his boys. They got arrested with second-degree unlawful possession of a weapon. And yeah, man, Little TJ is unconscious right now after surgery.
Well, shout out to Little TJ. I hope he gets better, man. And you know what I mean?
Hey, young world, the world is yours.
Yeah, this young world niggas, man. Whatever, man. Did you see the nigga Biden fall off the bike?
Bro, man, I saw a meme, man. I don't know what that was about. There was a meme of him walking up Air Force One, and then there was a bike below him. I don't know.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was going across the street, right?
Yeah. He was riding across the street, and then the nigga fell off the bike.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like it's funny because they keep doing things to try to make him look like he's young and virile, and then he just fucks it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what we should do? We should put this nigga on a bike. You could still ride a bike, right, Joe? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we should put Joe on a bike, and then, you know what I mean? He ain't even got to go too far. We just let him ride the bike, stop the bike. And that way he just looks young and you know what I mean? It looks like he's out there doing shit. Because Obama, man, that motherfucker was damn near dunking out this motherfucker. Like he made a president look
He's shooting
He made a president
threes.
look athletic. So
Yeah.
we got to do something to make this nigga look so. Joe, we're gonna put you on the bike, okay? Okay. Just don't push it too fast. We won't push it too fast, Joe. Just chill. Just chill. Okay, here we go. Go. And niggas say, okay. Nigga.
Oh man.
And this is the nigga that you want to steer the country. Like, come on, man. Are you fucking serious? Are we fucking serious? He can't steer a bike, and he's supposed to steer the economy. He's supposed to steer the country.
No, sir.
This nigga couldn't even put a halt
On
to
a
a
bike.
10 speed. How you gonna put a halt to inflation? And we're in a recession, people. Definitely.
We've probably been in one for the past 4 months now.
How's he gonna halt that without falling over?
He's not. He's not. And y'all, you Soldier Boy, you guys voted him in. Suckers.
Suckers. Oh man, yo. I'm just saying, man. He seems very old and feeble, but I almost feel like it's just by design. So now they're just, I'm telling, that's why homegirl's been so quiet. They're like, just be quiet. Because we're gonna need you to step in. Don't you fuck up, don't do nothing stupid. We just need you to just, because this nigga's either gonna die or just or he's just gonna go senile and people's just gonna notice it and be like, yo, maybe homegirl should step in. That's what they want. I'm telling you, they want her. They want her to do it.
Yeah, we don't hear nothing from her.
She's not good. She wasn't good enough to be voted in. So they had to do it this way. Let him get his little year or two off. And then boom. Let him die or make him fall off a bike or some shit. They can watch. He's gonna be skateboarding next or some shit. Joe Biden was on a skateboard. He broke his neck on a skateboard. Oh shit. Trying to make him look young.
Why Stu got this big flat screen showing me the globe Earth, man? It's kind of like a screensaver where it's just showing the Earth. Stu, man.
That's just indoctrination. He didn't put that up there on purpose to bother you.
I know. It's just hilarious. It just kind of
the fake shit that they have on all. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. All right, another news, man. Bill Cosby, man. Come on, man. I'm starting to feel like Bill Cosby is taking the R. Kelly road, man.
What are you talking about?
So Bill Cosby, oh man, a jury found Bill Cosby liable in
a civil jury.
Yeah, civil suit of sexually assaulting allegedly a 16-year-old girl. Cosby's rep Andrew Wyatt called the 84-year-old Cosby directly after the judgment to tell Cosby that he only had to pay $500K to the accuser, Judy Huth. And Cosby responded, "What? That's all? It? Wow." What you think, Lord, man? What is going on, man?
I mean, when I saw the number, to be honest, I thought that was kind of low. I'm like, what really happened here? Like 500,000 don't sound like, for a man of Cosby's stature, like if he did some bad shit, wouldn't you think that they would award her millions?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I'm defending if she was 16 and all of that type of shit, even though in some states 16 is legal. But
did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
Nah.
I ain't gonna front, man. He had on he had on a red Kango like LL Cool J, and he had a Rick Ross beard standing next to her in the mansion looking, man, he was just looking like, see, because I feel like when we mention Bill Cosby's name, we're thinking of the Bill Cosby that we know with Claire Huxtable. We're talking about a young.
Nah, I know all the Bill Cosbys. I remember them all. Like, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
so you
Like,
remember the Kango with the Rick
the
Ross beard,
Uptown
Bill
Saturday
Cosby.
Night Bill Cosby. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember Bill with the beard and all that type of shit.
Okay. So yeah,
Um,
I seen the picture. So apparently he said, well, I don't remember, I don't remember meeting this chick and everything. And then they busted out with the picture. And I was just cracking up when I seen Bill Cosby in that picture, man.
and he probably don't remember
Right.
me. That's what's so crazy. Like, you know how many people you meet, man, and
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Right.
And that you could even knock down, and it's like not necessarily remember.
And then on top of that, why wait so long, man? Now you get 500K after all these years.
Right. And like Food Ophelia said, most of it's gonna go to pay lawyer fees and court fees and shit like that. I don't know. I feel like that's low. Like, what did he do? What do they actually think that, what does the civil jury think that he did? Why didn't she get more? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he didn't like penetrate her anally or anything, right? Like, would she get more money for getting anal penetration, maybe?
Wowzers, man. Wow.
I'm just saying. Sounds like you get more for different sexual acts. Like, what's 500,000 worth? I don't know.
Do you in your opinion, if stuff keeps popping up and popping up and popping up, how would you view that?
What do you mean? Just because allegations keep coming against someone, does that
Yeah.
mean that it's true?
No. Okay, yeah, obviously not, but I kind of feel like I thought we put this Bill Cosby thing behind us. You know what I mean? And then it's like,
Yeah,
more,
didn't he, sir? He went to jail. He got out.
yeah.
He served his time, but now they're trying to fuck with him some more. They're attacking his wealth. They're
Okay.
attacking black wealth. You know what I mean? Like, and letting you know, we don't care how high you get with certain shit, motherfucker. We will take you down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Charlie Brown, if you cross a certain line.
Mm.
You know, some people say still it's the NBC line. I don't know what line he crossed, but he went from having them fuckers loving him to fucking, you know what I mean? Hating his
Right.
ass. Just like OJ. Like, white people loved OJ. They loved him. They loved Cosby. He was America's dad, not just black America's dad. He was America's dad.
Jello pudding pops.
So when you go from loving a nigga to hating a nigga, you know what I mean? So fast and furious. It's almost like they punish the fact that you made them love you. Like, if you're gonna be one of them niggas that make me love you, if I give my love to you as a nigga, god damn it, you better always fucking be the type of nigga that I fucking
come on, OJ,
that I can respect, or else, you know what, fucking I'm gonna fucking crucify you.
Magic's another one of those. Magic Johnson. You think he got the cure? Did he get the cure?
Man,
Magic Johnson is another OJ. You know, white people love and adore Magic Johnson. I think they gave him that secret shot. Speaking of shots, man, Justin Bieber, he got that's hilarious. The picture is just crazy, man. Justin Bieber face. I call it Justin Bieber face.
yeah.
Facial paralysis from Ramsey Hunt syndrome caused by I'm not even gonna lie. I can't pronounce this. Some virus, man. I'm just gonna say some
Right. Right. Some virus. And what I feel like they don't want to say is he got it from the shit eye. You know what I mean? Like that seemed like a side effect from the shit eye. And yeah.
Justin Bieber face looking crazy, man. I just want to bring up some honorable mentions here, man. There's been a lot of losses, man, amongst the youth, especially in the sports world. So real quick, just honorable mention: NFL Raven LB, 26-year-old.
What?
Jalen
Whoa,
Ferguson.
whoa. Go back. What did you just say?
There's been a lot of losses.
I know. And then you said Baltimore Ravens. What? LB, huh?
Raven. Oh, okay. That's not his name, man. You just write it all out. He's a linebacker. My bad.
There you go.
26-year-old.
I'm like Raven LB. What?
Fucking me up here, man.
What are you talking about? Get it right. He's on the Ravens and he was a linebacker.
Please
What's
just
his
write
name?
out. Put linebacker, because LB could be a nickname.
Come on.
In quotation marks, LB could be a nickname. He was a linebacker.
Also, come on.
26-year-old linebacker, Jalen Ferguson. Okay, he passed away. 55-year-old Tony Syracuse.
Syracuse, yeah, I heard that.
He's not young. NBA former Purdue star Caleb Swanigan, he was 25. College basketball star Darius Lee shot dead. Wow. At 21 years old in Harlem, New York. Man. Yeah, 4 deaths, man. Most of them in their 20s.
And we don't know if that was from the jidab.
Right.
I'm sure most of them, you know, other than my man that got shot in Harlem, rest in peace to all of them. But, you know, I'm sure all of them was forced to get that thing. And nobody wants to talk about.
You might be onto something.
Yeah, things that they say they're finding in fucking in these jabs and all of that type of shit.
It might be a common connection. It might be a common link.
Be careful. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. That's all. I'm not saying anything definitively. I'm just thinking out loud. Could be. Possibility. Before we get out of here, I think me and Poobah is gonna be in Atlanta this Thursday.
Oh, Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, we tried to go to Atlanta last Thursday? And yo, shit was so crazy on the planes. First of all, from what I understand, a lot of the airlines, and speaking about the jab, a lot of the airlines are having pilot shortages.
Wow.
Apparently in the industry, they're down about 15,000 pilots.
Wow.
Because a lot of these motherfuckers quit when they try to force them to get the fucking jab and all that type of shit. So there's a lot of like Poobah was on a flight and it got to the point where they said, hey, we can't even find a crew to fly this bitch. Like, and the shit got canceled. Like, it was crazy.
So you guys, so let me get this straight. You were supposed to go to Atlanta, but you couldn't because there was a shortage of pilots.
That was the ultimate thing. So ultimately, the first day they were saying it was bad weather, right? So my first flight, which was supposed to be at like 2:00, got canceled. They found another flight. Now I'm flying out of Newark. So they found another flight for me that's supposed to leave around the same time, actually a little earlier. So 1:30. Then that gets pushed back to 2:30. Then gets pushed back to 3:30. Then gets pushed back to 4:30, 5:30. Finally, 6:55. It stops at 6:55 and says that, you know, whatever. So I go to the airport. Or maybe it stopped at 5. And as I'm going to the airport, it changed to 6:55. So I ended up sitting at the airport for like 2 hours. But Puba's plane, who was leaving from like LaGuardia, he going out on like at 2:30. He ended up sitting on the runway in New York for 4 hours. Sitting on the runway for 4 hours. They take him back to the shit. Then they're like, okay, we found another plane and we're gonna get y'all out of here, da 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 da. But then when they found the plane, they couldn't find a crew to fly that plane, and so then that shit was dead. So then we didn't even go. And I was on the plane, and he was like, "Yo, my shit is dead. I just got up and got off." Like I was like, "Ain't no reason to go to fucking Atlanta for no reason." Yeah, Puba was at LaGuardia. I was at Newark, and both airports was ram-packed, mad delays, people all over the fucking airport lying on the floor. Shit was fucking crazy. Like,
sounds like a nightmare. Yeah.
A nightmare. So I'm hoping we don't run into no shit like that again this week. Trying to make up that show. But yeah.
Another speaking of shows and music, did you hear rapper Drake's new album where they paid him $3 million to put this project out?
No.
It's getting, I guess, mixed reviews. You know, some people like it, some people don't. I haven't heard it personally, but yeah, man, they paid him $3 million, man, to put this album out. Also, Beyonce has a new album that she's going to release in July, late July, named Renaissance. So look forward to new music from Beyonce.
Yeah, she got a no single out right now. They kind of flipped the everybody, some shit like that.
Yeah. I haven't heard it. Is it dope?
I didn't hear the whole thing or whatever, so
okay.
I don't know.
I think we ran the gamut once again on this episode of What You Think, Lord.
All right, cool. Yeah. Well, listen, I thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate it. Shout out to my crew, Digga, Godfrey. Godfrey's in Miami right now. Digga's running around. But we will be back. Once again, hopefully we'll get all this monetization shit right. But until then, you can donate to the show. Cash.me/$, you know what I mean. You can sign up for the Patreon, or you can PayPal.me/Lord Jamar. All right. Once again. Oh, if you didn't, I forgot to say this. If you didn't, go ahead and click that like button before you leave. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Click the notification bell and make sure you click all.
Also, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We want to hit that 200K giant.
Once again, I am Lord Jamar.
And it's your boy Artie Stidnax.
For What You Think, Lord, the Godcast Network. Hey.
Peace.